All right, we've got both parties in the Bolentire case. We have both parties in the Stallard Chupp case. We have one party only in the Crick ballistic case. And then we have several grand rental cases where we don't have service. I'm not sure anyone's going to show up for those. All right, good afternoon. Today is January the 5th. We have 6 small claims matters all set for exactly 3 o'clock. So we're going to try to address these one by one. Some are more straightforward than others. First matter we're going to address is Andrew Crick versus Ballistics removal. File number is 251629. It's Gregory Myers for ballistics removal. Mr. Myers was personally served to appear for this discovery hearing. He was personally served to appear for this motion in order to show cause why he should not be found in contempt. He failed to comply with my discovery order, contending him to appear on November 17th. Then we did an order to show cause, and he was personally served with it on November 24th to appear at this hearing today at 3 p.m. So let's call and see whether Gregory Myers is checked in. Hello, Deputy Broker. I'm calling for appearance by Gregory Myers or Stephen Burr. All right, thank you. Bye. In this case, which is file number 251629SC, Mr. Andrew Crick filed a lawsuit against this defendant for some work that was not completed. The claim was for $1,400. The defendant did not appear for the trial, and I've made a finding by default in the amount of $1,400 plus cost for a total of $1,466.25. In an attempt to collect on that matter, Mr. Crick filed a discovery subpoena compelling the defendant to appear, I believe, on November 17th. He did not appear at that time. So we did an order to show cause, which is what this hearing is, and it was personally served on him. So the defendant has failed to appear. Miss Letson is here from Grand Rental, and she knows that a subpoena is not a birthday party invitation. It's an order to appear in court. We don't have debtors prison. You can't go to jail for not paying a debt. However, you can go to jail for ignoring a subpoena for contempt. So, Mr. Crick, have you had any further contact with this defendant?
No, I have not.
As I indicated, he was personally served for the order to show cause to a bench warrant. Bond is $1,000 cash only, may be applied to the debt. How much additional cost do you have at this time?
I think it's just the 2 times I had to serve him, first time and then the other time for this, which is, I think it was like $57 each. I'd have to take a look here because I got both the receipts in my hand and they were the same amount. Let's see here.
That sounds right.
57, 56 for each of them. I got both of them right
All
here.
right. Well, I'm going to issue a bench warrant. If he gets arrested, and you need to contact the clerk because you need to assist in that endeavor, and post $1,000 bond, will set a hearing. If he gets arrested and can't post $1,000 bond, he sits until such time as we can contact you and set up a discovery proceeding. So I'm directing you to contact the clerk regarding the bench warrant. All right. On Greg Myers.
Your Honor, do I need to call or should I personally show up? That's my question that I have for that.
I think you can do it with a call. If you need to show up, they'll tell you.
Okay.
All right. Good luck. This will finally get some result. He'll probably come up with $1,000. If he does not, he'll sit until which time we can conduct a discovery hearing. All right. You're good to go, sir.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Amber Letson is here. She's assistant manager at Grand Rental. It's now called Grand True Value Rental in Three Rivers. In this particular case, the first one we're going to address is Grand Rental versus Stephen Burr. File number is 242065SC. Plaintiff obtained a judgment against Mr. Burr in the amount of $1,309. The defendant acknowledged that he owes the debt, and this matter was set for a show cause hearing today. I think maybe this is the first discovery hearing. It is. He was going to be in jail until last May. I don't know if he's still in jail. Miss Letson, have you had any contact with him?
Yes, he called on the 1st of December and wanted to set up a payment plan. And I was not here that day. So I called back and left a message, and he has not reached out to set up a payment plan.
All right, we're going to set a show cause hearing in that case for defendant's failure to appear for subpoena. We'll set it within 30 days. Maybe we'll get his attention and he'll actually set up a payment plan. Your other two cases, Sean Bray, we're still not able to find service.
Nope. That one, Your Honor, Bruce has spoke with him, and he was supposed to set up a time to meet with Bruce on a Sunday, and he never did. And Bruce said we can go forward and he can serve the papers back to his mom where his mailing address is. But I guess he is living in Grand Rapids, but coming back on Sundays to, I think that's where it is. Yes.
Burlington is where he lived.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's Sean Bray. That's the one I'm waiting for Calhoun County to say if they gave him the papers or not. Sorry, Your Honor, I was on the wrong one.
Well, we'll continue that at least 30 days. And we're kind of in the same boat. We got our cases transposed. Grand Rental versus Jason Davis. Subpoena not served. You indicated Sergeant Morse is still attempting to serve the subpoena.
Yes, I'm just going to have him continue forward and serve him the way he was explaining about getting a new date and then serving the papers to his mom as well, so he could have the papers.
Continue at least 30 days. I admire your diligence. Eventually, you're going to collect several $1,000s if you stay on this, but we'll reset the other two and do a bench warrant. Well, in a show cause in the other. All right, Ms. Letson. Do we have anything else?
Nope, just those three.
All right, I'll see you next time.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, we just took care of 3 of the 6 matters that were scheduled. 4 of the 6 matters that were scheduled. That leaves us with Tina Crandall versus Boland Tire. I'm gonna do that one first. Mr. Stollard is here from Kinchlow Correctional Facility, but this matter is complicated. We're going to do the less complicated first. Ms. Crandall and Mr. Crandall, would you come up in a seat right here?
Right here?
Yeah.
It's not Mr. Crandall, sir.
All right. Okay. Well, Ms. Crandall, what's your name, sir?
My name is James Boguski.
Do you have any knowledge about this?
Yes. Do I am her husband.
All right.
Yeah, he is my husband. His name is not the same. Our names are not
Okay.
the same.
And we have, who is here from Boland Tire?
I am the general manager, Mark Schnedmiller.
I've spelled it before, but I'm going to misspell it. So say it for me.
SCHNEIDMILLER.
All right. Ms. Crandall, Mr. Boguski, and Mr. Schnedmiller, everyone raise your right hand. You all swear or affirm any testimony you're about to give in this matter will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me inform all of you and Mr. Stollard and Ms. Chubb that you're here in a small claims case. A small claims is different than the general civil court. In general civil court, you can sue for up to $25,000. You're allowed to have an attorney. Small claims court, the claim is limited to $7,000. Neither party is allowed to have an attorney. There's no formal record being made of the proceedings, and there's no appeal. Any decision made in small claims court is final. Either party has the right to remove the matter from small claims to the general division of the court, but you have to tell me before we start. In small claims court, the rules are not as strict. I'll allow hearsay. I'll allow letters as evidence without a lot of foundational effort, but we are under oath and it is a final ruling of the court. Ms. Crandall, are you willing to proceed under those terms?
Yes.
Mr. Schnedmiller, are you as well?
Sure. Yes. It's Schneider.
Ms. Crandall, I should tell you that I'm a customer at Boland and Three Rivers, and they've done real well by me. I don't use the store in Sturgis. It's the same company, but if I disqualify myself in every case where I'm the customer, I won't be able to do any, but do you have any objection to me hearing this case?
I think you're a fair judge. No, I'm okay with that.
Mr. Schnedmiller, do you?
No, you're good, sir.
All right, well, let's talk about this. This is a claim for $527.95. Ms. Crandall went in and asked for and thought she received a four-wheel alignment. She didn't, or doesn't believe she did. She later went to get her tires checked and realized that she did not, in fact, get a four-wheel alignment. Two of the tires were out of line and ruined, and so she bought two new tires from Walmart, had them installed, and had a proper four-wheel alignment done. So she's asking for at least a partial cost of the alignment and the replacement of the tires. Is that accurate, Ms. Crandall?
Basically, yes.
All right. How did you find out that you did not get a four-wheel alignment?
I had to have something else worked on my car at Auto Parts Ford.
And what is the car?
It was a 2017 Ford Explorer.
All right.
And when I went in and I had that worked on, they came out and said it needed a four-wheel alignment. And
The people at Auto Parts
Auto Parts Ford.
Okay.
And this was only 3 months after I supposedly had it done at Bolin. And I had to get new tires before I could get another four-wheel alignment done. So I was shocked because the tires were new, 3 months old.
So you got new tires, four new tires
At
and
3 months earlier.
at Boland.
No, I didn't get them. I bought them at Walmart. And
Okay.
then I went to Bolin to get a four-wheel alignment done. Well, at that time, I also needed tie rods done, so they did the tie rods and
Who did the tie rods?
Bolin.
All right.
Somebody at Bolin did them. I don't believe this man did it, but Bolin did the tie rods, two front tie rods, and said something was wrong with a knuckle bearing. I don't even know what, but they said that they would take care of everything and blah, blah. And so when they came back after fixing that, they charged me and everything for a four-wheel alignment. I have the paperwork here saying that they charged me for the four-wheel alignment. 3 months later, I had another issue. I go to Auto Parts Ford because it was A-arms and rear A-arms. And I go in there and they fix the A-arms. And while I was in the waiting room, the girl came out and she says, after replacing the A-arms, you're gonna have to have another alignment. You're gonna have to have an alignment, but we can't do it until you have new tires put on. And that was only 3 months after I bought new tires,
Were the tires,
brand new, 3 months old.
but were they
They were
not functional?
worn, one was worn on one side and one was worn all the way across. I had pictures in there.
All right, so they weren't gonna do the alignment till you
They
got new
would not
tires.
do the alignment without me buying new tires,
All
two
right, so
bad
you bought
tires.
two more of the same tires you bought.
Well, first I went to Bolin and asked if they would replace the tires because obviously the alignment wasn't done properly. And the man on the screen told me that he said, I told your husband, well, my husband had nothing to do with this. I had to do all this on my own. My husband tries to make me be independent, especially when it comes to stuff like that. And
Your Honor, may I interject one
Yeah, I'll
thing?
give you a chance to speak. I'll let her finish, then we'll do your side.
Okay.
so he said he wouldn't replace the tires, and then he said that they didn't do a four-wheel alignment. They didn't do the alignment. I said, but why was I charged for a four-wheel alignment if I wasn't? And then I just walked out and I said, I'll see you in court. And I went to Walmart, got two new tires, two replacement tires, which were the exact same tires that I had on there. and made an appointment and went and got my tires done. A four-wheel alignment done
Who did the four-wheel alignment?
Auto Part Ford.
Okay.
And at that time, they also said that the knuckle bearing had nothing to do with the wearing of them tires. And that is wrote on one of these papers too, that I turned in.
Mr. Scheidmiller, what's
Mhm.
your take from your shop?
So on 8/26, she brought the vehicle in for an alignment. Said she just had new tires put on. My technicians put it up on the alignment rack, discovered it needed inner and outer tie rods in the front and one knuckle bushing on the rear. I gave her for the repairs. She agreed to the estimate. The vehicle was brought back on the 27th for the repairs. I'm pretty sure it was her husband that brought it in, not her, for the repair process. We got in immediately for her appointment time. We did our repairs on the front, replacing the inner and outer tie rods on both sides. Attempted to do the rear knuckle bushing. Unfortunately, the bushing was so worn into the knuckle, we were not able to press the bushing out after several hours of us trying, myself and my technicians. I informed the gentleman that I am going to strongly recommend a new knuckle because I could not press that one out and I didn't want to do any damage to the knuckle. We performed our alignment on the front.
Let me stop you.
Oh.
So you yourself talked to Ms. Crandall's husband
He was there when we did the repairs. Yes, sir.
on April 27th? I wrote April. So it was August 27th?
Yes.